Hey, what's up guys? I'm Mel from Fortin Amps, and in this video, we are putting the grind to the test against single coil pickups. So many traditional recordings usually feature humbucker pickups, active pickups, or soap bar pickups over single coils for high gain tone. But in the extended range setting, I don't traditionally see single coil pickups used very often. Since single coil pickups offer a more dynamic, a brighter, a twangier, and kind of a glassier tone, I figured this would combat the low end that traditionally comes from playing extended range or low tuning. Theoretically, this could provide more clarity in your low gain tunings. So I figured let's try this out with the grind. So enough talk, let's dial this thing in. Alright, so we're here with my FGN Iliad outfitted with single coil pickups going into my drop pedal. It's tuned to drop D right now. We're going to be dropping it to A. And it's going into my Roach. The Roach is keying out into the Zuul, providing that it is a noise gate. And we are just using the grind. So just ignore the hex drive and the 33. We're just using the grind. And it's going into my 6505 plus combo, and we're using the rhythm channel, the green channel with the crunch push, because that was my favorite channel when I did the Does a Grind with it previously. All right, so enough talk, let's get to chugging. So right off the bat, it's a bit spankier. It has this cool glassy twang. I feel like it's a little bit of a unique tone, but I do think that it's a little bright. So let's try to turn down the high end. That sounds oddly muffled to me, so I'm probably going to keep it where it's at and probably bring up the mids. I like that. Let's see if I can beef up the low end. So I think that's a pretty cool tone. I'm going to try to move the post up just to see if I can get a little bit more bite. And I do know that with single coils, I get a cool brighter. Like spank, especially when it comes to those full chords, and I'm digging that a lot. I actually think that this sounds pretty cool for low tunings, but let's see what happens when I just engage the grind. I do notice that I didn't do a lot of palm muting earlier, and I feel like it doesn't woof out or create that big beefy chug. So let me try to get that without the grind. I'm going to push up the pre. Now it gets a little woofy and muddy, so I'm going to roll back the low end. And I think 6 is going to be the place where I like that. I noticed that it takes the attack really well, but in terms of like full chords or it sounds a little muffled and a little muddy. That might be a little bit because of the drop pedal, but I don't think it's a 100% because of that. So with that said, let's activate the grind and let me see if I can get some cool chugs just by hitting it. See if it clears up that low end. you get that cool grind, that signature spanky attack with that full low end. And you can't really get that if I turn off the grind. Sounds like I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like something's like covering my tone. But the grind lifts all that up. I do think it does need more gain. So I'm gonna push up the grind here. And then I'm gonna tighten up my tone a little bit here. So after all that being said, and with this tone, I do feel like this is a cool combination of settings and pickups to give me a really cool, unique, spanky tone that gives me a little bit more dynamics in my playing. I know that it's super saturated, but you can really hear everything. Spank to lush chord. And I really feel like single coils have this cool, unique sound, and I try to implement them a lot in my playing and in my productions every time I get a chance to use a clean tone. But I do feel like since more and more with rock and metal being as overdriven and in the lower registers, I do feel like a single coil is a cool option to explore, especially when it comes to stuff needing to be more dynamic and more expressive. All right, with all this set up the way it is, let's see how this tone sounds in a mix. So there you have it, guys. I hope this video gave you a cool perspective on single coil in high gain and low tunings. And if it did, please hit that thumbs up button, smash the sub button if you haven't already, ring that bell for notifications, and let us know in the comment section if you would or would not use single coils in a high gain setting. Again, my name's Mel from Fortin Amps, and I'll catch you on the next one.